Hi everyone, welcome to Faith Friday. I'm Father Sam Kachuba. I don't often get to do two Eve videos in a row. Last week we had Christmas Eve, this week we have New Year's Eve. So as we're preparing to begin a new calendar year, we find ourselves in the octave of Christmas, still celebrating the joy of the birth of Jesus, still celebrating that the Lord has come to us, and preparing tomorrow to celebrate the great feast of Mary, the Mother of God, to recognize that Mary has brought the light of Christ into the world, that she is our mother also, that she calls us into this great relationship with her Son. She invites us to sit with her and to adore him at the crib. And we do that as we begin a new calendar year. And we know we already began the church's liturgical year. The first Sunday of Advent was already the new year for us liturgically. But you know how the calendar year always turns over, and so we always make a New Year's resolution as we get started. And I've talked to you in the past about what resolutions really need to be. So I want to invite you to a particular resolution this year, or maybe a couple of resolutions. I want to invite you to these resolutions in particular. Resolve to seek God's mercy in your life regularly this year. And by that, I mean resolve to go to confession frequently during this year. Maybe you could go to confession every month. Certainly try to get to confession more than once this year. In 2022, I want to invite you to seek God's mercy. Why? First of all, we always need God's mercy. We are always in need of that gift of His grace and of His mercy. And so often we think either that we've got nothing to ask for mercy for, or that whatever has happened in our lives is too much for God to be merciful. Both of those things are extremes that are incorrect. There's always a way in which I need God's mercy, but also there is nothing I can do that would keep me from God's mercy. There's nothing I can do that would keep God from offering me that gift of forgiveness. So in a particular way, during this year, this new year of grace, I want to invite you to seek God's mercy, especially in the sacrament of confession, as often as you can, because that gift of God's mercy is for you. He wants to welcome you back. He wants to love you, and He wants to build you up. And then the second resolution kind of flows from that. If we're seeking God's mercy regularly, then we're going to find that we're also being called to be instruments of mercy. And so I want you to resolve this year to be an instrument of God's mercy, to recognize the people around you who are in need of forgiveness, who are in need of help, who are in need of some kind of charity from you, whether that's a financial, a service charity, or if that's simply the charity of your heart and the way that you gaze upon them, to see them with eyes of love, to see them as Christ sees them. Resolve to be an instrument of God's mercy to the people who you meet this year. May God bless you in this new year of grace, and may all your resolutions be for your increase in holiness. God bless you.